Today I'm here with my NFL playoff predictions. I'm making a bracket here. Let's just jump right into it, starting off with the AFC games. Wild card round, Monday Night Football. The Pittsburgh Steelers host the Houston Texans. Pittsburgh at 10-7, getting a huge win against Baltimore in an absolute insane game. If you didn't watch that game, go watch the highlights, especially that fourth quarter of that game was insane. Houston is on like an 8-game winning streak right now, one of the hottest teams in football. Traveling to Acrisure Stadium. This is a tough one to pick. I know a lot of people are going to be picking the Texans because of how well they've been playing. But Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers team, after getting a huge win, I don't think they're just going to get pushed around by this Houston team. I think they got a lot of fire left, getting DK Metcalf coming back. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to pull this one out in a weird game, low-scoring affair. I'm going 23-20. Pittsburgh gets it done. Our next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. In my opinion, this is the best AFC matchup. Maybe one of the best wild card round games. Jaguars, they haven't been in the playoffs since 2 years ago when they made that crazy comeback in the wild card against the Chargers. The Bills, they're familiar being in the playoffs, but this is a new situation for them. They're used to be in a 2-seed or a 3-seed, having very high expectations. Still have very high expectations, but coming in as a 6-seed, going to have to win on the road. I think this is going to help them a lot. Not having as high of expectations, having to go through a gruesome path, having to play tough team after tough team on the road instead of being at home, being the favorite. I think this Jaguars team is good, but I don't think they're Buffalo good. And I think it's going to be a shootout. But I just think Josh Allen, this offense, is going to make more plays than Trevor Lawrence and that Jaguar offense. So I'm going Bills 34-28, taking down the Jaguars. And then our final AFC wildcard matchup, Sunday Night Football. The New England Patriots host the LA Chargers. Chargers, they're just not a playoff team. You look at their past two scores, losing to the Jaguars and blowing a 27-0 lead and then getting smoked last year against a down Texans team. New England, they're the new shiny toy, and I like them a lot. I think they're a Super Bowl contending team. I don't see that with the Chargers. Like I said, if you watch any of my other videos, me talking about the Chargers, I need to see them win a playoff game before I trust this team. They could be 17-0 in the regular season. I wouldn't trust them until I see them actually win a playoff game for real. So I'm going with New England. I think they're just a better team, and I think they're going to perform better in the playoffs with the experienced coaching with Mike Vrabel. I think he's going to outcoach Jim Harbaugh. And they got the MVP of the league, Drake May. He's getting it done. He ain't getting first rounded. So give me the Patriots. I'm going to say pretty comfortably. I'm going to go 26-14, kind of a lower scoring game, but New England gets it done. Next, we go to the NFC. Starting off with the first game of the wild card round, the Carolina Panthers take on the LA Rams in a rematch. Panthers won the first game at home in the bank, 31-28. Rams coming here, trying to get some vengeance. Possibly the MVP, Matt Stafford. They're trying to go on a run. This team has a lot of talent. Getting that 5 seed, the 5 seed is huge. Rather than playing the Eagles, which the 49ers could have got the 1 seed, but now they're playing the Eagles. You get to play the Panthers, a rematch. They're not going to lose twice. They're going to come out guns blazing. They're smoking them. 37-20. Rams get a 17-point win and advance to the divisional round. Next game, in my opinion, the game of the week. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers had a shot to get the 1 seed. Lost to Seattle at home. Eagles, reigning Super Bowl champions, they locked up the division 2 weeks ago. This one's very interesting for me. 49ers, how are they going to respond after losing? You got to play in Philly, though. The reigning Super Bowl champs, I just don't see them losing in the first round. They have too much talent. Yes, the San Francisco team is talented, but that was a big test, seeing if they could beat Seattle in pretty much a playoff game. Winner goes to the divisional round automatically. So I'm going Eagles here. In a pretty close one. I think San Francisco's good, but they're not Eagles good. So I'm going to go 31-24. Eagles get a 1-score victory at home. And then our final game of the wild card round, the Chicago Bears take on the Green Bay mother-loving Packers in a huge rivalry game in Soldier Field. The Bears just beat them a couple weeks ago with some insane stuff, getting an onside kick, getting that touchdown in the end, getting the touchdown in OT. Just what an insane game. But can they do it twice? Can the Chicago Bears do it twice? I don't think so. I think this Green Bay Packers team, they own the Bears, and they're going to show it here, getting their vengeance on the road in Soldier Field, and they'll take on Seattle in the divisional round. And I'll go, it's going to be close. I'm going to go 35-30, pretty high-scoring game, and a rivalry game, but Green Bay is going to get it done this time. All right, here we are, the divisional round. We got the Broncos taking on the Bills, Steelers, Patriots, Seattle, Packers, Eagles, Rams. We'll start off with the NFC this time with the Seahawks and the Packers. Seahawks 14-3. This team has looked special. Beating San Francisco on the road in a game I thought they would lose. I'm very high on the Seahawks team, but I thought the 49ers would get it done at home. But this team showed me they can win on the road and they can win at home. And that's something I love. And the NFC runs through Lumen Field. Seattle is going to get home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. Going against Green Bay, I just think they're going to give too much against Chicago. I don't think they're going to have enough energy left. I think Seattle's going to come out ready to play. I think they're going to have that rest, and I don't think they're going to have any rust, and I think Seattle is going to dominate Green Bay 33-17. Seattle gets a huge win and goes to the NFC chip. Now we got the Eagles and the Rams. This matchup happened last year in the divisional round. Pretty close game, but the Eagles did get it done in a snowy one. It'd be back in Philly. Can Matt Stafford get it done against the reigning Super Bowl champions this time around in the divisional round? I think they do. I think Matt Stafford has been playing even better than last year. Will probably win the MVP. I mean, throwing 46 touchdowns in a season is insane. He's got so many offensive weapons with Puka, with Adams. This offense is special, and I think they're going to have enough star power and enough weapons on the offense and enough plays on the defense to get it done. Now we'll go to the AFC divisional round. We'll start off with the Broncos taking on the Bills. This Bills team, like I said, they don't have as high of expectations this year. They're going to have to play all their games more than likely on the road. Denver, that's been a long freaking time. They've made the playoffs. They have a young team. I don't see it from them. They remind me of that Ravens team that lost to Tennessee with a young Lamar, a pretty young group. But they've been in that picture. I think Denver's going to stay in that picture, but I don't think it's your year. I think Buffalo's making a run. I think Josh Allen, this team, they're getting counted out. They're getting slept on. They're going to get it done in Mile High, 38-27. And then our final game of the divisional round. Sorry, guys. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Gillette Stadium, an old classic rivalry we've seen in 2016, the 2010s. Roethlisberger versus Brady. Now it's going to be Aaron Rodgers taking on the new up-and-coming star, Drake May. I think New England's going to take it. As a Steelers fan, it hurts me to say it. I'm probably already a little bit delusional for picking them against the Texans, but I'm going to be real here. New England, they got some dogs. They have a bright future, and they have a bright now. This team is really talented, and they're just going to outstar power the Steelers, and especially at home, I think they're going to get it done. Give me 31-16. New England takes down Pittsburgh. Now we'll start with the AFC Championship. We've seen this matchup twice already. Buffalo won at New England. New England won at Buffalo. Back in New England, who's going to the Super Bowl? I'm going with the New England Patriots. I think the Bills, they make a good run, but this Patriots team is too talented, and they're not going to lose 2 in a row. At home to Buffalo, this team is too hot. They got the MVP of the league, and Drake May is going to show why he's clutch and why he's going to be the next Patrick Mahomes, the next Tom Brady, the next guy who's going to be going AFC Championships, Super Bowl year after year after year. So give me New England at home, 34-30. Now, we got the NFC Championship. Seattle taking on the Rams. Last time they played in Seattle, Seattle won on Thursday Night Football in an absolute instant classic. I think we're going to see another absolute banger in Seattle once again. This Seattle team is special. Both these teams are special. I think it's the Seattle defense versus the Rams offense is the key matchup here. And I think Seattle's D last time, the first two matchups, they weren't really able to contain them. But you get them a third time, I think that they're going to figure out some schemes, and I think they're going to be able to not shut down the Rams offense, but limit their points. And I think they get it done 26-17. Seattle goes to Super Bowl. And now we have a Super Bowl 49 rematch, one of the most iconic Super Bowls of all time. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots in the 49ers Stadium. Seattle just won their last week to get themselves the bye. New England, personally, I said they're going to win the Super Bowl in my bold takes for this year, and I'm sticking with that pick. I think this game is a coin toss, but I just like this New England team a lot. So, how many total points? That's a tough question. I'll just go with 567. So, that is my playoff bracket. Let me know your guys' predictions down in the comments below.